Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is there is no competition as consciousness. Should be a no-brainer. Consciousness is unity. Consciousness is essence. In consciousness, we are all one. And even the language doesn't work there because there's no we in consciousness. And when you're operating as consciousness and when you bring this awareness of yourself, the essence of who you are, when you bring that into form, competition disappears. There's enough for everyone. Everyone can have anything they want. I think about competition as this mindset or energy of winning, which implies that you have to beat somebody else in order to win. You have to be out there in front of the crowd or ahead of the crowd. And, you're not winning if somebody else is ahead of you. And that's when, you're competing with someone else and all that kind of mindset. And we have this mindset in our society that competition is a good thing, that it gives you the drive to succeed, but it really gets you into effort and spinning your wheels. And if you even do achieve great things as a result of competition, there's a hollowness to it. There's an emptiness to it. You've achieved the external, but not the internal. I've had different experiences with competition throughout my life. The first one that occurs to me is I had two older brothers, and they got to go on a Boy Scout camping trip when I was 5. I was really pouty about that. I wanted to go camping with my brothers, totally inappropriate, too young, and that weekend there was a torrential rainstorm and they all got washed out. It was terrible. Another experience I had with competition is I created a group on Yahoo that had a very specific narrow focus. It still has a very specific narrow focus. And there were some people who wanted to have a broader focus, and that's great. They went and started their own. And it was great because I could then refer people for things that didn't fit the narrow focus of this group that has been going strong for 11 years now. Under the same moderation and creating community, and basically has an enrollment of 1/4 of the population of the area that it's in. But my point about that was they started this group and immediately positioned themselves to be in competition with us, and did a lot of finger pointing, did a lot of comparison, and generally put themselves in a position of effort and comparison that wasn't beneficial to just growing their group. There's space in this world for everyone. So for me, the antidote to that kind of competition is to just focus, on my stuff and ownership of my stuff. It's not a us against them kind of thing. If you're running a race and you take the time to look to either side, you have slowed yourself down. You can look to either side to notice that people are passing you by. And you've entirely missed the point on focusing on the direction that you want to go. And all of this is still a discussion in the realms of effort and comparing and winning or losing. And in all of that, you lose your creativity as consciousness. And your creativity as consciousness is infinite. Your ability to create is infinite. You can create anything that you want. You get to create anything that you want. This world is uniquely yours to create in. This world is your playground. From the perspective of consciousness, it's not my playground and your playground. It's your playground. It's not your playground and nobody else's playground. It's your playground. When we're each focusing on our own creations, the world naturally becomes more harmonious. When we are in effort about what we're creating, if we're looking at what other people are doing and trying to do it better, that's where we create conflict. We create conflict within ourselves because we're not in alignment with our true vision. And conflict gets created with others because we're out of alignment with ourselves. When you're out of competition, it doesn't become a matter of doing better than. It becomes a matter of growth. And actually, as consciousness, it becomes a matter of expansion. The universe is naturally expansive. And the impulse in form is to expand. Growth comes easily and as effortlessly as breathing. So when you take your focus off what other people are doing, when you take your focus off resisting other people's focus on you, when you bring the focus back into yourself as consciousness, it feels so much better. There's a tremendous amount of room within your own life to create anything that you want. If you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can sign up below to get them in your inbox. If you want to know more, you can go to my website, joan-newcomb.com. I put out a weekly radio show and podcast. I write a weekly blog and e-zine. I do meetups around the Puget Sound in Seattle, Bellevue, Tacoma, University Place, and Olympia. If you want to delve deeper into consciousness and how to navigate your life with conscious mastery, you can go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and look at my coaching programs. Go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you in another couple days with another Mystic Minute.